stuff. So when you run a concept like this, you're really just watching the running back in the A route. It's really that simple. The running back is probably going to get open just the same as the A route will get open. You just have to basically watch what depth the cornerback drops to. If he drops down right away, you know it's a hard play. You got to take that.
Damn, man, I gotta get these wins in my leagues, man. Yeah.
This is probably the easiest concept when it comes to beating cover 2. Now for cover 3, we have
will be a touchback. Rodgers now on first down. And his first look is incomplete.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
There's one league, I mean, everybody.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Jones with a first down carry, and he's going to wind up losing a couple as he's stopped behind the line.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
On 2nd and 12, Rodgers.
Way to bump. Way to bump.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he stopped immediately there. On the tackle that time, Dean Lowry. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. And with the play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Prescott now. Oh. It's incomplete. Took a shot.
That wasn't no good D. That was just a bad throw. I killed your ass.
Powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback.
No, I arced the throw because I seen your dude back there. That wasn't nothing to do. No.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Looking to throw. Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So now Dak Prescott off, Greg Zuerlein on for the field goal. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants
we will
a touchdown.
too. We fucked up, but fuck it.
Defenses are awfully good.
That was from your points you gave us anyway from the turnover. So fuck it.
I meant just bow. Either not the time, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And it's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones.
Come on, man. You're going to knock him forward.
Yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Play action. Now it's Rodgers.
Good D.
Incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass.
Oh.
Absolutely frees up your guys elsewhere.
Overshot it.
Touchdown, Packers. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 50 yards. And the Packers have taken the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts.
He ain't even overshoot it. His aim was off like a motherfucker.
That should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase it.
Extra point up and good by Crosby, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
It's something that you try to pre-diagnose it, because if you're looking at the only thing that really should come is
Elliott going to get it again on second down. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
The next play is going to be the PAF slide. This is another play where it's all about the running. So really, that's the RB back. You see, we have a level set up here. We have the RB route and the B route and the A route all going in one direction. I'm just going to basically go from front to back and take this one thing.
To throw is Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down. On fourth down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And here's Rodgers on the return. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They run again with Dillon. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Behind the chain, second and 12. To throw is Rodgers. He'll check this down, complete to Dillon. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll lead here to a third down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
He finds Randall Cobb on the completion. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So from the 36 now, first and 10.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd down, another run for Dillon. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion.
Now, the formation that I'm using today is out of the Ravens. This is done right off to a week, and the play itself is the PA post big shot. Now, this play is inspiration on the Ravens. If you can find the PA post big shot, you can have a look at some slave inspiration there. Sometimes the guy right to a week.
Dillon now on 1st and 10. It was Osa Odighizuwa on the tackle.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Rodgers now to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
So now on 4th down, Rodgers will give way to Mason Crosby for the field goal try. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. The kick by Crosby is good, and they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Just a lone field goal for him so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd and 7, Prescott. And this throw incomplete.
Dangerous throw.
Defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Prescott. Comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
On the return, it's Rodgers. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking.
The ball comes out, and this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If the ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Caught left side by Cobb. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Coach got to take a smoke on that one.
Coaches talk about
Coach got
completions
to take a smoke on that one.
As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They'll run on first down. Dillon. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 48 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. Good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
Damn, that's crazy as hell.
To throw, it's Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
Now Rodgers. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively. It's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On 2nd down, Dillon. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll look to run with Dillon. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A.J. Dillon as the first half is winding down.
Nice
and
deficit.
The Packers would extend their lead here just before halftime.
Nice little deficit you got us in right now, brother.
Crosby with the extra point, and the lead is now 17-3.
Is it over? Can we come out?
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half.
Can we get out of this hole?
On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone.
I think we can.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive
as they go to work with 12 seconds on the clock.
First down, Prescott.
What the
Looking
fuck?
for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. Wow, a big mistake there. Late interception in this first half. That could lead to a field goal try the other way.
Yeah, I think at this point you just had to say, let's take a knee and go into the half and regroup. Let's just talk it over a little bit.
Yeah.
I wonder,
there's a lot of getting hit as you throw in this game.
His head a little bit. Maybe go ahead and press it and try and get some points.
Damn.
Well, the old school coach probably would have said, take the knee, let's get out of here.
Now we could see points the other way here.
Damn, man, y'all get the ball.
And that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Oh, shit,
All right,
okay.
Coach,
damn, we ain't had to do that shit then. I could have just chilled out.
It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter.
It's all good. We got this. We got this.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding someone.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second.
Basically, because the safeties are so far back, I'm not sure what this is, but it's probably a cover two. One of the reasons this formation is so good is because these receivers here typically pull apart whoever's supposed to be in this gap. That's why this play is going to have so much success. If I motion him across, I thought maybe that gap would fill. You can see right there it does. DT basically just goes right over the guard now. So that's the reason this is such a successful formation. Is because these two receivers are stacked right here. Where
second and 21, a lot of ground to cover.
Every single time. So what is it with the and if there's a linebacker where you get the blind package or a middle package or something, a lot of times the linebacker will be outright to these guys as well, making it a very easy run.
Another try after the first down sack. Prescott, he'll fire deep downfield from Lamb. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play that time through the air. 39 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far.
Take it however we can get it.
Never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Second and 10.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 29-yard line. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted.
Adrian Amos with a pick. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they had the big halftime lead. Their defense just helped them out further by forcing the turnover, so things are starting to look pretty rosy.
They certainly are, but they've got to be careful about getting complacent, though. They still need to go out and run their offense efficiently.
62 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Rodgers' throw is taken in by Jones.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
On first down, Rodgers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
On second down, it's Jones. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And that's complete to Adams. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On 2nd and 7, Rodgers. He finds his man, complete. That's Adams. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 32-yard line.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league.
Motherfucking
they don't fall victim to it themselves.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Good call there on first down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years and not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training.
All right, we might be going to fucking Lambeau for one game.
And they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
We will be back in Dallas.
Rodgers tapping this forward on the jet sweep. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Rodgers again now. Over the middle, complete. It's Adams. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
thing that you want to keep in mind. As far as this play goes, though, the R&B route is going to create the same issue for that quarterback that he did for the safety.
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. He goes right back to Adams. That's complete. 7 yards, the pickup there. From the 6 now on 2nd and 3. Rodgers going to give this one to Dillon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
On play action, Rodgers. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
The kick by Crosby is good, and that will push this lead up to 20 now. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
You know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control.
It's all good. It's all good. We're going to bounce back.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Well, it's a different situation right now for you to win. I'm in an all-passing situation, so there's that.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. A big connection on that one. 35 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. How did he stay on his feet? And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Prescott on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down.
So that's what we got the perfect spot. This is a very good play as well. Very good play against cover 3. So pick
Throwing, Prescott. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And again, it's Prescott. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper there to make the grab. And the Cowboys are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
It's all right. It's all right.
Rodgers going to return it from his end zone.
We could have been smacking y'all asses. We gonna whoop y'all in Lambeau.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Dillon. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory.
Play for the middle.
91 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Right. Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Meanwhile, Rodgers throw taken in by Adams. That it? Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams, 46 yards. And the Packers have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. So that drive there, CD, a good response, and that might be the one that gets them to the finish line, a comfortable lead.
Yeah, and that's all about not letting the team back into a game because they just gave up a touchdown. It was back to a 2-score game, and anything can happen in that situation. But instead, they came through with a really terrific drive right there that ended in 6. So you like to slam the door on teams. In this case, they're trying to lock it as well.
I'm going to put my foot on y'all next game.
Because of the crossing route, keeping the safety at home. So this is what, like I said, this is the best play because you don't even have to really time it. Because of what the RB route is doing, he basically keeps that safety at home. Because what that Z route is giving you a QB that will get that quickly. So I don't really have to do that pass. Throwing the ball on purpose. You're seeing him still.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This one will come out to the 25 as Pollard is going to elect not to return it.
Why don't you turn that TV down or something?
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away. This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Prescott to throw it. That is caught by Lamb. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
A first down throw for Prescott. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
On 2nd and 10, Prescott got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle is made at the Packers 36. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Prescott yet again. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. Touchdown, Cowboys! Amari Cooper. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cowboys have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead will be cut down to 14. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they could somehow get this one back. And this one's going to be covered up by
we almost got that bitch.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
Ooh, my dude just got.
And that's the type of run that you'll live with. In this game, he's had a good number of carries. He's just been unable to really break off anything substantial.
Wants the block right here. Wow.
Essentially, you just basically let Boyle, slow that safety down. Because that's what's keeping that safety down, is that delayed pace. That delayed reaction is what's keeping that safety down.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Rodgers throwing here. Rush coming, and he's taken down. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Now Rodgers. Slant to Adams. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll run it with Jones, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. The Packers unable to pick up the 1st, and the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film.
A leap in. He's got it. He got it. And he makes it all the way down to the 31.
Yes, send it, brother. Good game, good game, good game.
Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is, because let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with one in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.
You got shut out for 2 quarters, basically 3 quarters. Can't win at that.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long from Big D.
She was waiting for the invite. Yeah, I know you ain't used to it. Don't get used to it. Don't get used to it. Don't get used to it. Yeah, don't even get used to that today. Better be the last one. She gave me just enough time to go grab my milk and cookies.
Late fade makes it a bigger window. But like I said, it's really up to you. If the late fades, look at the late fade, it really works well. If you run Friday night once again. It really works well. But like I said, it really hurts you as far as blocking. So I'd say, even with a quarterback, it's going to be a bigger issue anyway. And you see, I mean, we can still get past that. So it's really up to you. There's two different ways to do this. Against cover 3, you have to be aware of where you run from the hash mark as well. Same thing goes with cover 4. Cover 4, you have to run from a certain hash mark too. So let's pick that. Against cover 3, you have to run it from the hash mark to the open side of the field, but against cover 4, you have to run to the short side. Once again, we're just going to put that Y route on a streak, although realistically, you don't even have to do that. Against cover 4, this play here pretty much one plays it without any adjustments, and you can see how it's getting right past the safety there because of that deep crossing route. There's a couple different things you can do. I mean, you can make this even better if you put it on a drag. I think that'll bring that safety down even more. You can see here now it's going to be more of an outside play, but you can see he still kind of runs right past it. So there's a couple different ways you could do this play as well, but you have to run it from a hash mark to the short side of the field. But ultimately, this can be a cover for one big touchdown with no adjustment. So I think the drag is best. That definitely brings it down. Right here, once again, now we have to massively let up. Get bullet pass, and then you see he's running right through in zone areas. You really can't catch up. You can't turn around and make a play. And then against cover 4 quarters, which is cover 4 match, cover 4 quarters has to be most unique. For whatever reason, they follow this route. They lead this route. Like if I run this like this, you're going to see how this safety, this cornerback, both of them really just lead that receiver. I mean, that's something that had to be patched. But ultimately, you can change this anyway by just simply motioning this receiver out and putting both tight ends on comeback routes, so 10-yard comeback routes. Although I accidentally did it with the B route too, but that's fine. It doesn't really matter. Those 10-yard comeback routes will get the job done, and then you'll see once again this cornerback will fall behind the receiver. The offensive formation is out of the pistol trips. Now this formation, I don't know if it's in a lot of different playbooks. I think it might be the pistol formation, but the play I'm going to show you guys today is only in the build, and that pass play is the PA X dagger. On the defensive side, we're going to start off with Tampa 2 like we always do and work our way back. Now one of the things I like about this play most is a lot of times
fuck around and give us a blue screen.
Against cover 2 here, you can run this as is, no adjustments, and this Y route here, if your receiver's fast enough, you have a speed advantage, can get over the top of the safety. Now that's not something you're always going to want to do. Obviously the adjustments will make it better, but we can do a lot better to get that,
you're still back with the unit.
Open. So let's streak the B route, put the X route on a slant. That's all you got to do. Now watch how this Y route gets wide open with nobody even close to it. You can see right here. I mean, this is just gone by 5 to 10 yards. That wasn't even the most separation I've seen. I mean, that play, however that play set up, it's just a really easy one-play touchdown. We'll go and do that again. I said that was actually pretty decent coverage. If I roll in the direction of Tyrann Mathieu and stuff like that, I mean, look at this. If I throw this ball with a little bit better timing, I mean, he's just way off. And this guy's gone by about 5 to 10 yards. So super glitch against cover 2 zone. It can have that same effect against cover 2 man as well, but this definitely isn't the best cover 2 man play. There's a better play in this formation. Like I said, it's open if you guys want to see a full breakdown of this passing game. But let's pick cover 2 man. Against cover 2 man, I mean, you can have a similar effect, only you have to motion this guy across for whatever reason. I've streaked the X route this time. Now we motion this receiver across, and you're going to see how this Y route gets right past the safety one more time. So we're going to utilize a lot of motions with the receivers that we're not using, but you're going to see how that can get you a little more separation. So you got to read the defense a little bit. You can make that adjustment with this receiver as well. And you're going to see we're going to do that same motion snap. Motion him across. Get that X route going outside there. And like I said, you can see that this safety just bites low for whatever reason. So it really doesn't matter what receiver you motion across. They'll both beat man coverage also. So that's the thing. I'm in cover 2 zone right now.
Seems like it's loading too long.
If I motion across the X route, though, it's a little bit better of a man beater to the short side. So we'll do that motion snap one more time.
I know what's up if your shit click on in mine, though.
My route obviously gets open even better over the top of it. There it was a little bit closer. So, like I said, you need a speed advantage, but you can see how you can get a one-play touchdown against cover 2 here as well. Next up, we got cover 3.
Yep, there it is.
Same thing here. We're just going to motion this guy across. Although you have to put the B route.
I'm still loading.
Streaker a fade. I think the fade works a little bit better. But the most important part is motioning across the X route, and you're going to see how this guy here gets across. As long as he doesn't get jammed up too much, because he did there. But you can see the cornerback was nowhere near. The cornerback was all the way at the bottom of the screen. I'll do it one more time. But watch the cornerback over the 10-yard out route. It's so far gone out of the play compared to normal cover 3s. And this isn't like some cover 3 plays you got to run from a hash mark. You can run this from anywhere, and you're going to have success. Watch how this receiver drops, or that cornerback drops to that zone.
My shit's still fucking loading.
That's one of the most explosive plays against cover 2 and cover 3 in the game right now. Also, is a very big play against cover 4. We'll start off with cover 4s. We'll do cover 4 drop next. And we got pretty much the same exact setup as
Y'all can't be sitting in the
that's all we have to do.
lobby too long.
Get set, and we're going to have the exact same success to the exact same route. So, Y route, one more time. Like I said,
that shit be glitching me out.
He's already gone, though. I mean, he just ran right past the assignment. As you can see, I mean, that's just another explosive one. Like I said, this is one of the most explosive and glitchiest plays in the game. Just watch what happens here. I mean, this motion that guy across, it just gets him out of position. I don't know how the hell else to say it. If you don't motion that guy across, he actually gets covered really well. So there's something about this formation and making that motion is really what makes this play successful against most defenses. I'll show you what I'm talking about. I mean, it should have success the same way. If you have enough of a speed advantage, the Y route will get open at some point. But you can see, I mean, the coverage is tight.
Nope.
That safety does a much better job for some reason than the cornerback. Just simply motioning that guy across, I don't know what it is. It just messes with the AI, whether it's cover 2, cover 3, cover 4, what you're seeing now. Motioning this guy across, running this formation, I'm not sure what it is, but that Y route there, it just breaks every single defense he's already doing. I don't even have to wait very long. I mean, he just runs right past that cornerback. Very
I'm gonna have to reboot.
It's pretty much every defense we've hit so far. And that includes, of course,
Yeah.
cover 4 zone, cover 4 top zone. Pass, but you know you're an elite speed receiver. I wouldn't necessarily try money here against cover 4 drop. That's pretty much every defense. Let's go ahead and let's do some man coverages because we haven't done man cover 1. So let's go ahead and let's pick that.